We started to use the Tool24 in 2018. That was a major change for us. We already had a tool presetting device, but when we started to use the Tool24, we also switched supplier for a number of products and now purchase them from the Hoffmann Group. When one of the Hoffmann sales reps visited our company, we were introduced to connected manufacturing. We decided to meet up for a second time and were given a proper presentation here at our company premises. That's when I said, this is exactly the right thing for us, the right step to take to move forward. We are now using connected manufacturing to such an extent that we can transfer the data from the tool presetting unit directly to the machine. Here at Sahm, we are starting to look for successors at an early stage. There's already a successor for me, and that's Maximilian Lange. You can tell that the young people are really thriving here. I'm the person responsible for connected manufacturing, and it goes without saying that I'm really excited about it. I gave the go-ahead and got it all started, but the young man has taken it to a new level, and what he has achieved is quite impressive.
We decided to go down this route with the help of the Hoffmann Group because we recognized that it's an essential step to take to move into a digital future. We want to be an attractive employer so that our apprentices decide to stay with us and so that it's easier for us to recruit new, young employees. This will set us up well for the next 40 years or so. That's the reason we thought this is the only way to go, to use digitalisation and to try to make everything as simple and as structured as possible. Then we introduced the Tool24 and set up a tool management system. Now, all the employee has to do is press a button to get the tools he needs for the machine. We were at a stage where we wanted to find something that would enable us to diversify and simplify processes. It wasn't an easy route to take because you had to take stock first. We were making our purchases from a lot of different tool manufacturers and suppliers. I don't know the exact number, maybe 40 or 50 of them. We now try to procure everything from the Hoffmann Group.
Of course, you also have to do some work up front, and that's what I did when my Hoffmann Group contacts provided me with several tables. I entered information about our products in these tables, for example, the product groups such as inserts, drills and taps. I invested quite a bit of time, but this enabled the Hoffmann Group to enter all the data into the system in advance. Then, when we actually started to use the system, it had already been filled to a large extent. So, of course, it made working with it really easy for us. We then also decided on a code to define the tools here at Company Sahm, but everything in cooperation with the Hoffmann Group. From my point of view, that went extremely well, especially considering that it involved quite a lot of work. If you had to do it all by yourself, it would be far too time-consuming.
For us, the Tool24 management is about being able to manage the tools for our individual machines. This means that the system has to be able to do everything by itself. For example, we can set up a storage location, say with 5 tools, and when 2 are removed and the stock falls below the set minimum level, then the system will automatically order more. I have to say that the system really reduces our workload. If you maintain the system properly, it makes life so much easier. We want to use it to such an extent that the worker who has to change a tool on the machine knows exactly where to find the clamping devices that he needs for the next job order. This is why we wanted to have a clear allocation of storage locations, which would make it possible for us to see exactly where the tools are stored and to reduce setup times. I have to admit, we felt that our setup process at the machine tool could be optimized. If we can minimize setup times, then we can really benefit. As long as the machine is running, everything is okay. When it's not running, that's when we have a problem. And, of course, it will be very, very difficult for companies that have not yet implemented such a system to remain competitive, because the system allows you to really reduce your machine's setup or non-productive times.
Yes, you definitely notice the effects. You just have to look at process reliability. There are no more mistakes. If an employee has to change an insert on the tool or replace a broken tool, he simply goes to tool presetting, which is only a short distance away, starts the system, and all the data is on the tool presetting unit. We are still working on implementing this system so that even the right drawer of the Tool24 opens up. The drawer containing the required drill, insert or tab opens up automatically and the employee can remove the item. This makes the whole process easy and quick and, above all, error-free.
The Tool24 changeover alone has eliminated many problems. We've managed to reduce machine downtimes, and the whole system is more innovative. And my great wish, or goal, is to make production, well, not 100%, but say 90% paperless in the next few years. We can map everything via the system. With connected manufacturing, we can also establish a connection to our ERP system, so that the job dockets accompanying a job can be booked directly via the system. Well, what can I say about the relationship? I always say that it feels more like talking to a family member or a friend, because we get on very well with our colleagues at the Hoffmann Group. If we have a problem here at the company, we can just give them a call, even if it's late in the afternoon. You can always reach them, and you never get a rude answer. And if you have a real problem, they are always on standby, as I like to call it, and ready to help.
For us, this was exactly the right thing to do, and I think it would have been pretty bad otherwise. Nowadays, you have to be well positioned and think positively. And with the right partner at your side, all these things were possible.